Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. I welcome you to another video tutorial on the US oil, and in this video, I shall be taking you through my thought process on what my expectation is going to be like for this week. So this is if since this is going to be a follow-up video to my previous analysis, I will be jumping right into the current structure from where I will be projecting what my expectations are. And for those who would like to see how we took advantage of last week trading session, where I will be sharing the link to that video in the comment section for reference purposes. So as you can see here, we took advantage of the buy opportunity last week, right around the $74 level here after identifying this channel, as you can see on your screen. Then we took advantage of that move, and as you can see, price continued to climb to the upside, which is one thing that we did last week. And I will be dropping the link to that video so that you can have a look on how we took advantage of that move. So coming up from the back of a profit on the US oil, we are going to go into the new week with fresh expectations as we continue to look out for bullish momentum right from this area. However, when we look at what has been happening here during the later part of last week trading session, we started seeing selling pressure around the $82 level, which gives us a little concern that there is a tendency that sellers might be coming in from this point. But one thing we are going to be looking at this from an holistic perspective is that what really has been going on in this market in the last couple of months. And if you look closely into this current structure here, you will notice that price action has been in a strong consolidation phase, as we can see that price has been sellers continue to negate buying pressure around the $93.50 level, and buyers also trying to negate all selling pressure from the $78 area to further emphasize the indecision in this market right now. So now that we have an indecision in this market and price is currently within the demand zone that has been holding buying pressure for the last 2 months, as you can see here, we saw buy pressure here, and in the last 3 weeks also we have been witnessing buy pressure from that same area. So I'm of the opinion that price might likely come back into the $85 level, or probably go to as far as the bullish trend line that has been holding bullish momentum in the last 2 years before another wave of bearish momentum will happen, or probably we could have a breakout of that structure to give us a sign that buyers are still very strong in this market. So these are the two scenarios that I will be looking forward to going into the new week. But I want to be looking at how participants in this market have been relating with the $82 level in the last 2 weeks here to decipher if the buy momentum here is going to hold, or we are going to be having selling pressure pushing price to the downside from this juncture in this market. So in order to have a better perspective into what is really going on around this area, we want to be scaling down to the lower time frame, and let's see what is really happening around here, and let's see what possibility or options do we have for the new week. Now, if we scale down to the much lower time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, what we observe here makes things a little bit interesting and clearer for us to make a decision for the week. Now, looking at what we have here on the 4 hours time frame and looking at the structure here since the later part of the month of October, you can see as soon as price broke down the $85 level here, which was holding by pressure for some time in the month of October, price has been trading below that structure to further emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. However, if we look at this from a technical standpoint, whenever we have a breakdown of a structure like this, remember the $85 level, which I said is a very important key level on the daily time frame. So whenever we have a breakdown of a structure like this, we expect that one point in time price is likely going to come back into the structure, where we might be looking forward to reversal patterns or selling pressure below that level to further send price go to the downside. So this is one of the scenarios that I will be looking forward to, and let's see if there could be possible buying pressure around this area that might send price back into the $85 level. However, like I showed you on the daily time frame here, we started seeing selling pressure during the later part of last week trading session around the $82.50 level. As you can see here, we saw a sharp candle here, a sharp rejection of that level, where the candle further evolved into a shooting star candle, which has a tendency of selling pressure from that junction. And if we go to as far back as the second week of the month of November, we saw how that level also had been holding selling pressure at that point. So, because of the situation we have here, we need to take this current structure into consideration, and the possibility of a bearish momentum coming from this area can never be ignored at this point in the market. So, what I'll be looking forward to from this area are two things. Now, like I said earlier, the first scenario is looking for buy pressure, probably somewhere around the $79.57 level, or probably above the $81 area to signal a wave of bullish momentum, which I shared with you earlier. Or we could be having a situation where price might likely break down this bullish trend line, the one I was able to identify here after connecting the series of higher lows. I think in the second month of November, we saw this trend line. So if a breakdown of the structure happens, and if possible, selling pressure right below the $79.57 level area, we might be looking forward to a bearish momentum from that point. So these are the two scenarios I will be looking forward to, and you will agree with me that we are at a very critical point in the market, as the need to understand or be patient enough to see how participants in the market will be relating to the current structure, especially between the $81 area and the $79.50 level during the early hours of the new week to make a decision for the week. Be rest assured that I will be jumping in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what my expectations are, after monitoring how participants in this market are really going to be relating to this current structure that we have here. If this video has been of immense help in making your own individual decision on the US oil, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. Don't forget to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry, DARCSHERRY, so that you can be part of my day-to-day commentaries on how we take advantage of all the trading opportunities that we took during the course of the week. So thank you for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section of this video as usual, as we get ourselves prepared for the new week. Thank you for watching, and do have a lovely night rest. Bye bye.